Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the World Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by the Nature Boy Ric Flair from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in tonight at 265 pounds, he is the World Heavyweight Champion, Triple H.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Monday Night Raw. Mike McMahon here alongside Gentleman Jack Ryan, and we are scheduled here for the World Heavyweight Championship to be on the line. The rematch that literally everybody has been waiting for. Triple H defending his title once again against Brian the Bruiser Hansen.
Well, you say everybody's been looking forward to this match. I could see one man, the man that's in front of the camera right now, that wasn't looking forward to this match, Triple H, because he's already beat Brian Hansen. He had a title defense against him, and Hansen failed to win the belt off him. Now he's got to defend the belt against him again. This is all Eric Bischoff putting his heart over his head just because Brian Hansen helped him out against Smackdown.
Come on, Jack, you were here at ringside for that match. You called that match with me. Brian Hansen clearly had the match won. He should have been the World's Heavyweight Championship, but because of the interference from Ric Flair, who was at ringside, he won the match by disqualification, meaning he didn't win the title. And you gotta wonder, Ric Flair is here at ringside again. You gotta wonder if he's gonna have an influence over the result of this match, and if he could cost Brian Hansen the match once again.
The only reason that Ric Flair put his hands on Hansen was because Hansen attacked him beforehand. Ric Flair was at ringside minding his own business, and Hansen attacked him in an unprovoked attack. As long as he can keep his hands to himself tonight, I'm sure Ric Flair would not ever get involved in a match.
His opponent and challenger, being accompanied to the ring by Shelton Benjamin from Austin, Texas, weighing in tonight at 271 pounds, Brian Bruiser Hansen.
Well, can you believe it? Brian the Bruiser Hansen is here, and Shelton Benjamin is back. He is going to be at ringside with him. We haven't seen Shelton Benjamin since he underwent that invasive knee surgery, and he hasn't been cleared to compete yet, but I guess he can stand at ringside and make sure Ric Flair doesn't interfere in this match.
Well, the man's an idiot. He's not been cleared to compete, but he's going to stand at ringside. Let me tell you, if Shelton Benjamin ends up getting injured even worse, it's his own fault for coming out here in the first place.
Well, we're underway here, World Heavyweight title on the line, and the champion Triple H going right after the Bruiser, not wasting any time, trying to put the man down early. He does not want this match to go long.
Well, you're absolutely right, Mike, for a change. He doesn't want this to go long because Bruiser gave him a really good challenge last time. It was a very close fought match, and look at this, the Bruiser, beautiful belly to belly, taking the game down, and this is exactly what the Bruiser wants. He wants a fight. He doesn't want a wrestling match. He doesn't want to be scientific. He wants to stand there and slug it out with Triple H. And if Triple H continues with this style of match, I can't see him retaining the World's Heavyweight Championship against a man who could strike like the Bruiser.
Well, Triple H getting out of whatever Hansen was trying here, and Triple H trying to brawl with the Bruiser, but he needs to go to a more scientific match. He needs to go for the wrestling moves. Look at this now. Referee calling for a break in the corner, and Triple H with a cheap shot takes Hansen down. And now look at this. Did you see that? Triple H removing that turnbuckle pad, exposing the steel, and he'll probably plan to use that on the Bruiser later in this match. It wouldn't surprise me, but now the Bruiser, look at this, stomping on the leg of Triple H, playing him at his own game. Bruiser now have his rip off the rope, sends Triple H off and knocks him down with a big back elbow. Brian Hansen is in control here. The game's World's Heavyweight Championship reign looks to be in jeopardy as he sends him off the ropes once again and drops him with a big back body drop. Cover is made. He could have done enough, but Triple H a little too close to the ropes. The referee breaking up that pin count.
Well, it's been all Bruiser Hansen thus far. Look at the Bruiser now going to the top rope. Very uncharacteristic, and a beautiful double axe handle. Cover is made. This could be enough, but Triple H getting the shoulder up very, very quickly there. And the Bruiser, this onslaught he's been giving Triple H, I think he's been struggling to deal with this. Sends him off the ropes. Oh, he goes for the clothesline now. Triple H, there you have it. Takes the knee out. A Bruiser Hansen. Now look at this, removing the turnbuckle pad. I think this might be the turnaround time. Bruiser Hansen now back up. Oh, I can't believe he's just done that.
Brilliant move there by the Bruiser. Triple H exposed that steel turnbuckle pad, no doubt to use it as a weapon on his opponent. but it was his opponent that ended up using it as a weapon against him. I bet he regrets the decision to remove that pad now.
So that's how it works, is it, Mike? If Triple H sends anyone into a steel turnbuckle, he's a disgusting human being. He's despicable. He should be disqualified. But if one of your little favourites does it, you absolutely love it and you say it's a brilliant move. That's you all over, isn't it, Mike McMahon? You have your favourites in his business, and you just seem to victimise people like Triple H, who work hard, try the best in the ring, and you just seem to hate them for it.
Not at all. I just like seeing Triple H get a taste of his own medicine. And look at that, Brian Hansen dropping the knee across the head of Triple H. Now the big neck breaker. Brian Hansen is dominating this match. Triple H unable to cope with a big man from Austin, Texas. And if he can keep this onslaught up, if Triple H can't get any offense in soon or turn this around, we are looking at the next World's Heavyweight Champion. It wouldn't surprise me if we see the new champion Brian Hansen crowned here after the 17 years in a coma. What a moment that'd be for this man.
But I think you should call off the victory parade, because at the moment Brian Hansen is in control, but when you're in the ring with a man with the experience level of Triple H, he can turn the match around in an instant at any point. Even when he looks at his weakest, he is the cerebral assassin. He's a very smart wrestler, and one little slip up from Brian Hansen, the match could change hands, could change control, and Triple H would take over and dominate the match. So Brian Hansen, he might be doing well at the moment, he might be looking good, but he needs to still be very careful. Triple H is probably most dangerous when he looks to be at his weakest.
Well, that's very true. Triple H now going behind the Bruiser, right hand. Oh, and look at this, picks the Bruiser up, and a big sidewalk backbreaker. Triple H take the Bruiser down, just as you said, Jack, a few moments ago. Triple H, he can turn a match around when it looks like there's no hope. He's a very smart wrestler. Brian Hansen back to his feet. Triple H turning him around once again. Now the Bruiser locks up with the cerebral assassin. Look at this power from the Bruiser, picking the 265 pounds up and slamming him down. Big power bomb. Hansen once again going to the top rope, missing the double X handle there though, but he stays on his feet. Triple H now grabs Hansen. Hansen goes behind, slams Triple H's face into the mat. And look at this, picks the game up. This is one of his signature moves from back in the day, the big atomic drop. He could have Triple H right here. Triple H though getting up very quickly after that atomic drop. That is a surprise. Hansen sends him off the ropes, and a big boot by Hansen. Triple H looks helpless here. Look at this though, Hansen going to the top rope one too many times, and Triple H sending him off. Look at this, face buster by the game, going for the pedigree. Hansen goes down and sends his face into the mat once again. My goodness, Triple H is doing everything he can to try and get back into this match, but Brian Hansen, he is so strong, he is fighting so hard. It's the determination. And look at this now, the Bruiser, he's picking him up, he's going for it, and he hits the big side slam. This match has to be over. All Hansen has to do is make the cover. And there we go, the cover is made, shoulders down, but look at this, Ric Flair coming into the ring. Old Shelton Benjamin trying to cut him off. And we have a disqualification here.
Stop it! Stop it right there! This has gone on long enough. I am sick of the interference and the cheap shots. You two are going to settle this in a rematch at Unforgiven. In a World Heavyweight title match. And just to make sure that Shelton Benjamin and Ric Flair don't get involved, it's going to be a steel cage match.
My goodness, what a huge match that is. Announced for Unforgiven. Brian Hansen and Triple H in a steel cage for the World's Heavyweight Championship. And Triple H does not look happy at that announcement. He does not look happy at all.
And can you blame him for not being happy? Brian Hansen's had 2 opportunities at the World's Heavyweight Championship against Triple H, and he's failed miserably both times, and for some reason he just keeps getting his title shot. It's as if Eric Bischoff wants the title away from Triple H.